Hey fellow home lovers, Sarah here, and today I'm going to show you how Nick and I make a bed. It might seem really simple, but at the end of the day, there's nothing like coming home to a beautifully made bed that some thought went into, because it's all about presentation, right? I've got a few tips and tricks up my sleeve, and I am so excited to share them with you today. It's something you can implement into your own home right away, make a huge difference. I think you're going to love it. Let's do it. Okay, step number one is all about foundation, like most things in life, and it's investing in the right mattress. The thing to remember is that this mattress is not for you. It is for your guests. So you might like a firm mattress, but you might have some guests that love sleeping on a cloud. What I would do is aim for something right in the middle, not too firm, not too soft, something medium. You won't make everybody happy, but you should make most people happy. Step number two, protect your investment. I don't care if you spent a couple hundred or a couple thousand. Don't spend a couple thousand on your guest mattress. But anyway, protect it with a mattress protector, not only from dust mites and spills, but also from dreaded bed bugs. I hate talking about them, but I'm gonna say it with you. Not all mattress protectors are the same. Coming from a New Yorker, I've heard stories, I've lived through horror stories. Get ones that on the packaging it says, will protect against bed bugs. You'll thank me later. Step number three, your fitted sheet. Now, you can always go with a classic white. Classic white never goes out of style, and guests love white sheets because you can't hide any stains or dirt on them. You know that they're clean. However, with this fitted sheet, I decided to add in just a little bit of pattern. I feel like it's like this hidden surprise that people can dive into at the end of the day, and it just adds a little bit to this room's decor. I'm kind of going for this black and white with a little hint of gold and green, so you'll see what I mean when I get this fitted sheet on. If you feel like your fitted sheet has too many wrinkles, or even your flat sheet has too many wrinkles, throw them in the dryer with a wet towel, take them out at about 95 and 98% dry, put them on your bed. By the time your guests get there, the sheets are going to be dry and they're going to be super flat. Step four, we're going to add the flat sheet. Let me talk about thread count real quick. Don't get too bothered about 350 or 500 thread count or 1,000 thread count. It doesn't really matter. As long as the material itself is either 100% cotton or it's silk, whatever feels good against your hand is going to be a good investment for your guest bedroom or even your own bedroom. Also, when you put a flat sheet on your bed, you actually want to put it upside down, whether you have pattern or not, because the top side is usually a little softer than the bottom side, and you want that to go against your skin. Also, for our purposes, I want to show the small pattern that I've got going on here at the top of the bed, so when I fold it over, you can actually see it. You'll see what I mean in a minute. To create a hospital corner, make sure the sheet at the foot of the bed is tucked tightly underneath. With the corner sheet that's hanging down, pull it over to the side and tuck in any of that excess underneath the mattress. Then, from whatever you pulled over to the side, let that fall and tuck that under the mattress as well, pulling everything nice and tight. And there you go. Okay, so our fitted sheet is on, complete with putting it upside down so that when I go to reveal the sheet, you can actually see the pattern, and we have beautiful hospital corners. Now we're gonna add a little bit of texture. I'm gonna use a completely white quilt blanket, but it's got a pattern on it. It adds some comfort and some visual interest to your bed, and guests are gonna love getting all cozy inside. Okay, now that the bed is semi-made, let's talk about pillows. Number one, let me just share with you that no matter what you see on Pinterest, there are no rules when it comes to pillows, only guidelines. If you think it looks good, it probably does. Second, it's good to have at least 4 pillows on your bed, only because this gives your guest options, whether they like a firm pillow or a soft pillow. They may not use, all 4, or if there's 2 people in the bed, two pillows, but this way they can mix and match, right? Also, there are tags on our pillows. If you just put a pillowcase over this bare pillow, even if you hide the tag in the pillowcase, you can still feel it. And that doesn't feel good in our face. Plus, a lot of our oils and sometimes makeup, if we don't get it all off, can transfer to the actual pillow, and you want to extend the pillow life, right? So you want to get a pillow protector. They are not expensive, and they will help you extend the life of these guys. So most of them come white, but you can also get a darker color if you have darker color pillows. Zip it up. It hides the tag on the pillow. Plus, when your guest leaves, you just have to wash the pillow protector, and your real pillow, your actual pillow, is gonna stay white and clean for much longer. Now, however, we do have a zipper. So you wanna make sure when you put this in the pillowcase, you hide the zipper, put it in first, and hide the zipper within the pillowcase so it's not sticking out the exposed end. Now, like I said, I have at least 4 pillows on this bed that people can actually use to sleep with. And I'm gonna do 2 plain white pillowcases. And these 2 are the firm pillows. And then I got 2 more pillows, and I'm gonna reintroduce that pattern, that like little black pattern that I had on my fitted sheet and my flat sheet on the other 2 pillows. And those are my soft pillows. And then I've got 2 more decorative pillows. I doubt guests will use those decorative pillows. They'll probably just throw them on the floor, but what those pillows are gonna do are add a little bit of texture, and they also bring in my duvet cover, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but you want everything to kind of tie in together. It's kind of weird if you have some Lone Ranger pillow or Lone Ranger sheet that doesn't really tie into the rest of your room, so it's totally cool to introduce some pattern, but maybe introduce it 2 or 3 times so that your guests know that it's making sense and it's telling a whole story. Okay, let's recap really quick. We have a great foundation in our awesome mattress, and we have a mattress protector. We also have a fitted sheet where I introduced some pattern, and then we have a flat sheet where I also introduced the same pattern. And we put that upside down so that when I flipped it over, it actually shows the pattern off and puts that soft side against your skin. We also have a blanket that introduces texture, and we have at least 4 pillows so we can give our guests some comfort options. Now we're going to introduce the duvet. I like the duvet because you can change out the cover really easily, whether it's for the seasons or a holiday or just because you're plain bored. The one that I'm incorporating is kind of my staple. I love it. It's white. It's clean, but most importantly, you can never tell if it's wrinkled or not because it's ruched, and I love it. It adds texture, it adds interest, and it's also great for the lazy decorator, if you know what I mean. What I'm going to do is tri-fold the duvet cover. It'll sit at the foot of the bed. That way, when guests get in the bed, they can kind of just pull it up over them, get all cozy, and it also adds some interest to the foot of the bed. Okay, the bed is made. Now we get to add lots of fun personality with decorative pillows. Decorative pillows are like adding beautiful diamond earrings to your ears, or a bracelet, or an awesome necklace. It's just a really fun way for you to add personality that you can swap out at the drop of a hat. I hope you learned something fun today. There's something you can take from this little tutorial and implement into your own home or your guest room or your Airbnb and make it all new and fresh and more you. And if you ever want to get a hold of us or you have an idea for an episode that we can make for you, reach out to us. We're at welcomehome@nestrs.com. If you like our channel, please hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss an episode. If you have any questions or comments, don't be afraid. Leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.